All right, fastest 15 minutes on the internet, fastest 15 minutes in social media. And my name is Judson Powell. And I'm coming to you today because I made a promise that I would return by today. So anyway, I'm here. Got a few housekeeping things. First of all, November 2nd, write it down, November the 2nd, we start all new shows of not only the fastest 15 minutes, but also with my with a number two asana, which is the concerned Dreadhead. So we're going to bring he's going to be coming back with videos. Also on Sundays from now on, and probably on there right now, probably streaming right now, we're going to start having old movies from the 40s, 30s, and 40s and stuff like that. Starting off with some classic Charlie Chan movies, which are like some of my favorite movies. That's where I always get the number one, number two son stuff from, because when I was young, I liked those movies. Now let me put a disclaimer out there. I've been trying to go through and check all of these movies, but there are because remember, they're from the 30s and the 40s, so there's some racist stuff in some of them. So I try to either get to that racist stuff, either remove the whole movie or at least remove the racist scenes, because usually those scenes really have nothing to do with the movie. They're not dispositive of what the movie is about. So I try to do that. Next general thing is that so the movies, the old movies, that's going to be coming up on Capri. The next thing is we're trying to get some things so that we can actually start selling different products and services. So if you have a product or service, especially if it has to do with the Black diaspora, we're going to be selling advertising for that too. So we want to get everybody involved in Capri, which is the original plan. The only reason why things have not gone as planned is me. I'm the reason. I'm the problem. So it's basically been my health. So just remember, health is wealth. Take care of yourself, and from now on, hopefully, I'll be able to take care of myself. I had a problem. It wasn't me though. That's the thing. It wasn't anything with me. It was some medication that I was taking that actually made me ill. But I'm feeling a little bit better. In fact, I'm feeling a lot better. Still in a little pain, but I could deal with that anyway. So that's not a big deal. Then some other general stuff. Now, and I'm gonna go in on some people right quick. Now, I'm not a real big Jay-Z fan. I'm a Beyonce fan. I'm not a Jay-Z fan. And here's the deal. The reason why I'm not a Jay-Z fan is because I feel like Jay-Z is like a, and I'm not even gonna call him a sellout. I'm just saying that the way he came through the industry and through the business and all that kind of stuff is kind of suspect to me, because I'm an old guy. And I was around, I saw the whole thing, right? So I understand how these things work. And and so don't, if you got something to say, put in the comments or whatever, and that's fine. And if you like them, that's fine. I'm not saying don't like them or anything like that, but it's a personal choice for me, and I don't. But the one thing that I was happy about was that first they had there was a clip of him. I think it was like it might have been on TMZ. He's going through the airport and some guy like hollers out at him. He's like, look, man, nothing personal, but if I got to take the $500 million or lunch with you, I'm going to take the 500 mil, right? And at first, he's like, Jay-Z is looking all confused and everything, like, what is this guy talking about? And at first, I think he thought he might have been like in a little trouble, or his safety was in, he was in danger or something like that. Then he started thinking, and once he started getting it, and then all of a sudden, it seemed like the light bulb went on, and he was like, oh, I see. So then he goes on, and he has this interview with, I guess it was, oh man! So don't let me get the line. I don't remember who the interview was with, but anyway, he's on there and he starts telling. He says, "Look, if you got a choice between the 500 million and a lunch date with me, take the money. Don't be stupid." And I got it, because that's ladies and gentlemen, that is $500 million. There is nobody on earth that got $500 million worth of advice that you ain't gonna have to put you're gonna have to put it into action. Even if I give you the advice on how to get the $500 million, you still gonna have to work for it. You still gonna have to do something. It ain't just gonna, you're not gonna sit down with Jay-Z and he goes, whoa, what you do is X, Y, and Z. You still gonna have to do X, Y, and Z. All right. So I just wanted to put that out there, and I was happy that he said that, because he was like, look, just go. And then the other thing he said, just go get my albums. That's what the blueprint was about. He was like, I'm trying to give you the blueprint to how to do things the way that I did them. And so you don't have to give me no money. The money, the advice is out there. The advice is already out there. The blueprint is already out there. Not to mention, there's like a ton. I'm talking about, like, there's a ton of self-help books written by billionaires who got way, Warren Buffett, like, for example, got way, like, he make, like the money that Jay-Z and Kanye and all that. I know y'all like them because they're black guys. But the bottom line is like, there are people out there that got way more money than they do. All right. So if you really want to know, like, how to make billions of dollars, there's other sources that you can go to get information and advice. So just want to put that out there, including people like Jeff Bezos and, people like that, even Elon Musk. I'm not saying I enjoy or I like the way he got his money, but, because his daddy basically was a participant in South African apartheid. That's how they got rich. He's not no genius. He's not no genius. Now I will say this about people like Rihanna. Rihanna and Jay-Z and Kanye West. They're self-made billionaires because they came from nothing. Nobody gave, they're not like Trump. Nobody gave them, a $10 million loan or nothing like that. They just basically figured it out, or along the way. And the other thing is, don't think that it's going to be through music, because music was just the thing that gave them the initial investment. All right, listen, it was the thing that gave them the initial investment. The way they got rich was off of clothing lines and other businesses that they invested. And that's the other thing that a lot of us don't do. We don't invest. So, we don't invest. So that's another thing. And then with Rihanna just going into the makeup business. Okay? That's what made her a billionaire. Because, okay, shut up. All right, I'm gonna shut up right now. All right, so that's just a little bit of a house clean. So I was glad that he actually came out and actually said that. Look, you don't want to have lunch with me, because you're not going to gain $1 billion by having lunch with me, which is good. So the next thing is something that me and my wife were talking about the other day. We're going back to the Cheesecake Factory thing. The Cheesecake Factory lady, because this is it's still been on my mind. And like they say, it's been living rent free in my head. And this is like the only thing that's like been rent free in my head for like the last couple of days. And I just been like, why do I keep thinking about this? And so then I'm online and I see the Stephen A. Smith boy on there, and he's talking about it. And then the thing that's not being said, or the thing that I want to say, is like, or the thing that he basically started to get into, but he didn't go all the way in, was that I like Cheesecake Factory. So if y'all mad at me because I like Cheesecake Factory, and some of the best dates that I had with my wife were at the Cheesecake Factory. We weren't married at the time, and then after we did get married, but I like it. And, even to go further in depth, my mother loved Cheesecake Factory. So, and their cheesecake is phenomenal. So y'all need to get on. Hopefully, I'm gonna call them too and be like, look, y'all need to give a brother a couple dollars, so we can keep the party going, right? Or at least get, at least a gift card so I could take my woman there, take my wife there. Come on, y'all. Anyway, but I like it. And I think that girl, I think she was like way out of line. Like the thing that upset me. Here's the thing that upsets me the most. You don't go. I guarantee you. And I looked at her. Then I looked at her little pseudo apology. It wasn't even an apology. In fact, it was basically a couple of minutes of nonsense. She didn't even say anything. It was nonsense. And I was like this girl is really, she don't go to Cheesecake Factory or any restaurant that's a higher caliber than Cheesecake Factory on any day of the week. I guarantee it. I ask her right now, show me the receipts of you going to these Michelin 5-star restaurants every day that you're acting like everybody else takes you to, and you're ashamed to go to Cheesecake Factory. And then the thing that my wife interjected in the other night we were talking, she was like, and the dude was a decent dude. He was a decent dude. He wasn't he wasn't trying to get over or nothing like that. And the final nail in her little coffin is the fact that he had reservations to a better restaurant, but because she was late, they didn't get a chance to go to the restaurant that they wanted to go to, or that he wanted to take her to, which was a Michelin 5-star restaurant, by the way. So she's like, and that's another thing. So stop tripping, ladies. And I gotta do that. I gotta say that. And I'm not doing this. This is not a ladies versus men versus ladies thing. That's not what this is about. But you gotta look past all of the BS. And then everybody's like, always like, ain't no good women, ain't no good men. No, it's because you don't give the good men or the good women a chance. It's like, and then you gonna blame this dude when it was your fault, and he was a decent guy, and he was trying to take you someplace that you probably, and I'm gonna be honest, that she probably ain't never went in her life, and probably won't never go, and ain't gonna never meet another guy now that will ever take her someplace like that. Unless he's a, and I don't like to use this word, but unless he's a super simp. Like, I don't like the simp word. I'm a simp. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm a simp for my wife. I am. But that's my job. So when everybody was like calling Russell Wilson a simp for Sierra, that's his job. His job is to be a simp for Sierra and his children. That's his job. That's your job as a man. What good, it's almost like the Bible thing. What good does it gain a man, to gain the world and to lose his soul? Okay, so you ain't no simp, but then you lose your wife and your children. What have you done? Have you really accomplished anything? Have you really conquered anything just by showing, oh, I ain't no simp? Negro, please. So I don't mind. You can call me a simp all you want. I'm a simp for my wife. Not so much anymore for my children because they are grown. I only got one child that ain't grown. But if it comes down to you want to call me a simp about my wife, you're right. And if she says something, you're right. Even if I disagree with her, I'm still going to listen to her. You could damn sure believe that. But y'all walking around here, oh, I ain't no simp, blah, 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 blah. Got your manhood coming out, sticking out your chest. What difference does it make if you lose her? Or if you lose all your, what we used to say back in the day, if you lose your setup. So you're going to lose everything because you ain't no simp just to prove to your friends? And that's another thing. Who are you proving that you're not a simp to? Who is these people that you're proving that are they gonna pay your rent? Are they gonna pay your bills? Are they going to love on you? Huh? Think about it. Are they the ones that's gonna do all that for you? No, it's not gonna happen. And it's not gonna happen. So stop tripping. Like, I ain't because when they was calling Russell Wilson a simp, I was like, man, forget that. That's his wife. Those are his kids. Oh, future, da da da. So what? Who cares? That ain't none of, and it's none of your damn business. Anyway, fastest 15 minutes is up. I'm kind of getting a little, I don't know, I'm a little steamed on the collar about that whole thing. Anyway, stop lying. Stop tripping. Stop acting like you bigger than what you really are. And like everybody been saying, keep it real. Keep it 100. If a dude want to take you to Cheesecake Factory, ladies, I suggest you go. Anyway, fast 15 minutes is up. My name is Judson Powell. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons, but most of all, hit the love button. I love y'all.